Hi, ladies. All right, we are going to play with another technique and another combination of colors today. This one I like to call like the place and buff. I don't know, I kind of just made that up. But the technique I didn't make up itself. I actually saw a bunch of artists doing this probably about last year, and it's a super easy way to do an eyeshadow look for beginners, okay? So within this kind of combination of colors, I am going to do the one for any eye tone that I had showed yesterday, but I am going to play with that combination and this technique, and I also want to give a little shout out to our cream eyeshadows. Okay, so we have the shimmers, we have the matte colors, and then we also have some cream eyeshadows. So when you want to use a cream eyeshadow, you could just play with it all by itself. I would suggest coming in with a little bit of vanilla dust setting powder to set it. But the really cool thing, so I had shown you how you can use your brightening highlight color as the primer for your eyeshadow look. You can do the same thing with these creams, but the difference is the one I'm going to show you today is Tangled. This is a cream eyeshadow, so the benefit of using this as your primer is you're already going to start bringing in some shimmers. So anything you add on top of your Tangled cream eyeshadow is just going to accentuate a lot of these beautiful tones. So there are 4 of them out there. You can check them out. Again, they're under the cream, so our eyeshadows are broken down into those different categories. So check them out. They're really fun to play with. Either on their own, just take a little bit of setting powder, or to come in and use it as a primer, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm just using the pad of my finger, and I am taking the Tangled cream eyeshadow and just placing it over my entire lid, even up into my brow, because now it has that beautiful shimmer. So I'm already starting to accentuate and lift around my eye, okay? So with this technique, I'm going to use 3 main colors to place on my eye, and I'm going to use the eyeshadow brush. The reason why I want to use the eyeshadow brush is I'm going to need that fluffy end to blend things out, but with this smaller end here, that's how I'm going to place my colors. So when I do this, I'm going to take 3 colors, and I'm going to go from lightest to darkest, okay? Now, if you forget, that's okay. That's why we also have our cleansing tiles so you can clean it off. But if you go from lightest to darkest, then you don't have to take that color away because we're just going to blend it in the end, okay? So the first one I'm coming into is Riviera. Let me swatch it for you right up next to this Tangled. Riviera is so pretty. It has like these rose golds in them. So it's a stunning combination in and of itself with Tangled. Okay, so I'm going to take Riviera and place it kind of right in this inner corner here. Let's grab a little bit more. Okay, and I'm just kind of placing it right there. Now I'm going to go 1 shade deeper. That one is going to be Sedona. So I'm coming 1 shade deeper. I don't have to clean off my brush now because I'm going from lightest to darkest. And I'm just going to make this little line of Sedona, okay? Lightest to darkest. Next up, I'm going to come into Cocoa. It's kind of my final one, and I'm going to place it right at the end, okay? Now, the other thing that I love doing is taking Cocoa and any excess, I'm going to just smudge out underneath my bottom lash line, and we're just going to pull any excess to that outside there, okay? So it looks really goofy on now, but here's a beautiful thing. By placing those 3 colors, I'm going to flip on over to the fluffy end of my brush, and I'm just going to start doing these circular motions starting at the darkest color, okay? And we're just going to start blending that cocoa, and then we're going to start working our way in. So now we are coming into Sedona, and notice how you get that beautiful blend. Okay, if you have hooded eyes, we will touch on this a little bit tomorrow. You can start to take it up above kind of that cut crease there. And now you're just going to start windshield wipering into that Riviera And I'm just lightly coming and bringing that Riviera in a little bit more so I have that beautiful ombre finish, okay? But it's super simple, and I'm just gonna make sure that this is all cleaned up underneath there, to come in with those three colors, dark, medium, light, okay? Make a little swatch of each, and then use that fluffy end to blend. So now you have that beautiful ombre finish. What I'm also going to do too, let me clean off the fluffy end, is this one, last color in this combo of 4 is Drift. I'm gonna just take a little extra and put a little bit right underneath my brow, which is also pairing with that Tangled cream eyeliner. So it is going to keep that shimmer in place all day long. If I wanted even a little extra, I could take it underneath my lash line and kind of in that inner corner there, okay? So that's how I can use that combination. Also using a cream eyeshadow. Again, creams, you can use them on your own or use them as your primer because now it just accentuates everything going on. And then the combo that we had here was Riviera, Sedona, Cocoa, and Drift. I'll make sure that I link them for you, but let me know what your thought. It's kind of like place it and blend it. Super simple. So if you struggle when it comes to eyeshadows, just think of doing it that way. Take your lightest, medium, darkest, place it there, and then blend it on in. And you have an easy look that you can go to at any point in time.